Hi everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. I'm having a great day so far. So I figured why not record a video. Alright, so today I'm going to be using Likme Crime's 10th birthday palette. This is so amazing. I literally have only used it once. And I'm so excited to dig into it. So we're going to be using this today. And I'm going to do my full face first and then we'll dig into the eyeshadow. So I always start with my Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This was a recent purchase. I got the sample kit, which is 3 mini face sticks. And I just wanted to see how the formula was because I've heard such great things. And I just wanted to try a little bit of everything before I got large versions. And I've been using it for about a week now, maybe a little longer. And I love it. I love how my skin feels. I love this primer stick. I pretty much use it every day. And I just put it all over my face and then I use my fingers to rub it in. Okay, so now that my skin is primed, so my go-to foundation right now is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Get that a little close for you guys. My color is golden beige, and I might go a little lighter, maybe one shade lighter now that it's gonna be the winter. But I just put this all over my face. It's got like a little spatula applicator. And then I use a stipling brush, which is a flat topped brush, and I wet it with setting spray, which I am running out of, but I use the NYX Matte Finish setting spray, and you just pat it all over your face. Patting is better than wiping because the motion of wiping with a brush too much can produce fine lines and wrinkles, which is why beauty blenders and stippling brushes are amazing for your foundation. And I always blend it a little bit into my neck. And then I do my forehead. Because this stuff is a little bit of a matte finish, so I have to do my face in sections just to make sure that I get the correct coverage that I want. And then the areas that I do swiping motions are like blending into my jawline and into my hairline and up on my forehead into my hairline. I'll just do kind of like a buffing motion. And then I pat the rest. And I always wash my foundation, concealer, and lip brushes before application and my beauty blender. I wash my hands and I wash any brushes that are going to be into any wet substance because you want to always use a clean brush on your face. And I'm breaking out right now, so you're gonna have to excuse that. Okay, so once you have a full base of that, I use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And this is a really good full coverage concealer. and this color is neutral medium. So I use this under my eyes, and I'm just going to put a bunch of dots around the bottom, the bridge of my nose, just to about there. And then I'll use my beauty blender, which I've already washed, so it's a little wet, just to blend that in underneath my eyes and all the way down the bridge of my nose. You could also use a concealer brush to wipe your concealer down with. I just personally use my beauty blender because it's just more gentle on the underneath of my eyes where I don't want to use a brush. And eventually I'll have a laptop so that I can edit these videos, and on these parts where I'm just like doing repetitive motions, I can put some music. I haven't gotten that down yet. This is going to be my second YouTube video ever, so eventually I'll get it. Okay, so once that's blended in, I use a cream contour stick, so I also do that at the same time that I'm doing my regular contour and concealer. So I use the Jordana Sculpt and Go, and this is a cream contour stick. This is Deep number 3, and I just do the shape of a 3 on both sides of my face, but I do dots on my forehead, and then a line down my cheekbone, and then another line down my jaw, and a little bit on the sides of my nose, just to sculpt. And then again, I will use my moist beauty blender to blend all of that in. And I use mostly a patting motion, except for the jaw. Again, I'll do that buffing, kind of swiping to get it really blended well. And since I'm recording this as a live video, I can't have any music playing, which is unfortunate, but I'll get everything figured out so that these videos are much more intriguing and fun and interactive, for sure. Okay, so I guess while I'm doing this, I can just give you guys some facts about me. I am currently 25 years old, residing in the East Coast of the United States. I am a makeup artist who went to school for estheology, which is the study of skincare, which is like facials, brow waxing. I took makeup classes, which is what I really wanted to do. So now I'm following my dream of being a makeup artist. And this is a dream I've had for a really long time. I've always loved makeup and I've always loved doing makeup. I used to do my makeup in high school in the bathroom because I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. My parents were like super strict. So I would like bring makeup to school and do it in the bathroom, and the girls would always see me. And when I went to school, I took makeup classes, and I did prom makeups, and I did wedding makeups, and I did avant-garde like fashion show makeups, and I've done photo shoots. And now I'm going on 7 years since I went to school and took my makeup classes that I've actually been doing it. I've worked at a few salons as a makeup artist, and I found that personally I like to work from home. So I like to have a home studio where I can just have my clients meet me here, or I can go to their house if it's more convenient for them. Because working in a salon full time, if you don't have consistent, literally everyday clientele coming in, then your paychecks can really fluctuate. Whereas if you work from home and maybe have a part-time job doing something else, even if it is at a salon or something like that, you really want to just be generating your own income while you are trying to pursue your dreams. Which is what I'm doing right now. So after I have used all of my liquid contours and concealers, I'm going to set my face. So I start underneath my eyes, and I use a banana setting powder, which I got out of my Ipsy bag. So this is just a basic yellow powder, and the yellow base is good to conceal dark circles and dark spots. So I use the banana powder because it's yellow underneath my eyes to help conceal any under eye circles or bags. And I just use my beauty blender to pat the powder down. And this is called baking. And you're going to want to bake the underneath of your eyes and any spots that you put concealer so that it doesn't smudge or run or turn too oily. So you want to hit those kind of oily spots as well. So once the underneath my eyes are concealed with the banana powder, I use the Airspun translucent powder. And this is just a loose face powder that I like to use pretty much all over. So I start with it blending the banana powder underneath my eyes, and then I will put it on the bridge of my nose where I put that concealer, and I will also put it on the sides of my nose where I know that I get a little excess oil during the day. So this translucent setting powder is perfect because it really is translucent. It's not like white. It's not going to make your face look white. Once you brush it and blend it, it really just goes away. It's just like a setting powder. And I put this on, like I said, all my areas where I know I get a little oily. So the top of my forehead, my nose, the sides of my nose, and my chin, for sure. And I just blend that in with the banana powder. Okay, so once I'm baking, I do my eyebrows. Like I said, this is just the order that I go. I do face, then eyebrows, then eyeshadow. And after I do my eyebrows, I wipe this off because it catches any of the excess residue from the eyebrow product. And then I will rebake and then do my eyeshadow and then wipe it off again so that it catches the excess product from the eyeshadow. And again, this is just how I do it. This is how I've always done it. This is how I, throughout the years, learned how to do it to get the best result on myself. And sometimes I do it differently depending on if I'm doing clients. So I'm just showing you guys how I do my own makeup. All right, so for my eyes, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. Doesn't really focus. I'm gonna have to work on that too. And I'm just using an angled brush that I got from Sephora and I've had for a while, so it doesn't have a label on it. But I just get a little bit of product onto the brush and I put it on my hand so that I can flatten out the brush and get a really nice thin start. And I just go straight underneath. I'm just going to draw a straight line. And I use my little mirror for that so you guys can see. And I'll do short strokes to connect them. To get the shape that I want. And everybody's eyebrows grow differently, and everybody's eyebrow shape is differently, and everybody likes different eyebrow shapes. So I just draw a straight line underneath so I know where to follow, and then I do short hair-like strokes all the way through just to fill it in where it's already growing. And I try not to over or under draw my eyebrows, and I haven't really waxed them in a while, so this is like the most natural and thick they've been in a while, and I'm really digging it. So I'll just kind of fill in the underneath and bring that out to where I want it. And then I'm just going to draw straight down, and I'm going to hold my brush exactly like this and bring it right along the top and then slightly angle it to bring it down just to complete that arch. And then once I have the outside area done, then I get a little more product, flatten the brush out, and then I'm going to hold my brush like this to my face, and I'm just going to do a couple quick strokes in the front to give the illusion of single hairs there because I don't have some right there right now. So I just flick it. And then I'll clean it up with concealer once I'm done. So that's one pretty thick eyebrow, and I'm gonna clean them up so I do overdraw them a little bit. And I'm gonna try to do the other one really quick. This one is usually a lot easier for me for some reason. I think it's because this one is a little more grown in than the other one. This is the part where I put some makeup for you guys. I made some music. Okay. More facts about me. I currently have a dog, but I am 1000% a cat person. I have a little cat tattoo because my first cat that I bought for myself and took care of for almost 2 years passed away, and it was really sad, and I loved him. He was one of my soulmates, so I got a tattoo for him. Rest in peace. And I'm a super cat person. I love cats. My next cat I want to get a Sphinx because they're so cute. I just want one so bad. Okay, so now I'm going to clean them up with a square, flat, super thin brush, and I'm going to use the same Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer to clean up the underneath of my eyebrows. So I'm just going to get a little bit of product on the brush and I'm gonna hold it flat to my eyebrow and just draw a straight line like that where I want it to be cleaned up. And then I'll get a little more product, and with a swiping downward motion, I'm gonna blend all of that concealer. And again, everybody does their stuff differently. This is just how I do mine. This is the shape that my eyebrows kind of naturally grow in, and this is the shape that I pretty much do every day. So again, just super flat, light swiping motions, and then downward blending. Okay, and then we're going to clean up the top, a little more product. And this time I'm going to hold the brush flat against my head like this and just come right around. Okay, and I'm just going to put a few more strand-like strokes at the front. Okay, once they have been almost fully concealed, you can use your blending brush again just to pat that concealer in. How's this really quick? Put this on the charger. So just again using the blending sponge, beauty blender, whatever you call it, just to get that concealer blended around the eyebrows. Okay, so now that the eyebrows are pretty much done, I'm just going to go back through and make sure that they're filled in underneath all the hairs. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of the translucent powder around the top to set that concealer. And back in the middle there. And I'm pretty sure I retouch my eyebrows like 4 times a day. Okay. So now I'm just going to use a round brush to get all that translucent powder and setting powder and banana powder blended. Okay, so now that all of that is blended, let's see. So I have a couple different contour palettes that I like to use and different contour powders. Today I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and this is just the individual contour powder in medium. So this is like a deep bronzer. And I'm just going to put that on all the places that I put the cream contour to set it. So I do a swiping motion on the cheekbone and up onto the forehead. I just do like a circular blending motion, swiping, and then down the sides of the nose and underneath. And you just really want it to be well blended. You don't want anything to look too harsh. And I like this bronzer, this formula, just because it's really light and it's not too overbearing. I ran out of my color that I was using on my Kat Von D contour palette. So once I re-up on that, I'll be able to use that one again. And I mix that one with this one, and it's such a perfect, like, beautiful glow. Okay, so that's just how we sculpt. And then the blush that I use right now is the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. And this was in my Ipsy bag. This is so beautiful. It's just like a beautiful baked blush, and it's got a little bit of like a bronzer in it. It's got a little bit of highlight in it, and I just really love this on my cheeks. So I just use a brown small round brush, and I'm going to do a circular blending motion right around where I put that contour. And then if you smile, the apple of your cheeks is right here. So I do a circular motion there too. And we just get that good blushing effect. And I'll let you guys see the difference. So this is with blush and this is without blush. Maybe I can... So with blush and without. This is just sculpted and this is blushing. And there's no such thing as too much blending. So I blend a lot. Okay, and I'll put a little bit underneath my nose. Just like that. And again, that just gives you a nice little blushing effect. And that's it for the blush. That's pretty much it for my face. So again, like I told you guys, when I do my eyeshadow, I'm gonna like rebake a little bit underneath here. So I'm gonna be using the Airspun powder for that again. And I'm just gonna put a tiny bit right underneath my eye. Just like that to catch any excess eyeshadow that may fall. And then I will do a little line right here. Get that sculpting. Just touch the nose again. The chin. Okay, so while I'm doing my eyeshadow, I like to use the Milk Lip and Cheek Stick. Let's see. Like that. And this is the color Work. So this is a blush and a lipstick. I really like it as a lip because it's very moisturizing, and I'll use it as a cheek sometimes too, but lately I've been using it as a lip. So I'm going to use this to moisturize my lips. So that while I do my eyeshadow, these are moisturizing, and then when I put my matte lipstick on, they won't be so super dry. And this is just a nice soft pink color. Like, this is just a really cute, pretty pink lip, and it looks really good as a blush as well on your cheeks. And I just really love the formula. Okay, so let's jump right into it. We're going right into the Likme Crime 10th birthday palette. I don't know what colors I'm going to do yet. I'm just kind of going to let them speak to me, and we'll see what happens. This is literally the most beautiful palette that I own right now. Look at all of these colors. Rose Burst, Frosting, RSVP, 10, Blue Sky, Grass, Likme Crime, what does that one say? Candles, Cloud, Tunicorn, Libra, and Rat. So I did a look, and it's on my channel. I did a it look where my eyes were already done, and the colors that I used for that were Warped and Blue Sky on the lid, and then I put a tiny bit of Libra on the bottom, and I put Cloud on the inner corner. So that was my last look. So this time I'm going to branch out a different way, and I think I'm feeling a little pink today, so I'm going to go a little pink. So I'm going to start with Frosting, which is this really pretty light pink color right here. And I'm going to put that all over my lid with just a regular soft round brush. And I'm just going to use a patting motion to place that down on my lid as a nice base. Okay. And then using that same brush, I'm going to use Libra. And this is a brush I got in my Ipsy bag. Actually, no, this is a brush I got in my BoxyCharm. Sorry, I have so many subscriptions. So this is one of the brushes I got in my BoxyCharm. And it's just a soft round brush, blending brush. So I'm gonna use Libra, and I'm gonna blend the corners and into the crease. Okay, so while I'm blending, I guess I'll give you guys more facts about me. Let's see, I am the oldest of 3 sisters. We did not have any boys in my family. It was just all girls all the time. So I've always grown up with sisters. And I'm the oldest. Okay, so once I get that crease blended, I'm going to use that same Libra color, and I'm going to bring it out towards the outer part of my eyebrow. I'm just going to bring it up a little bit to give me that nice big eye, so I have a lot of room. So I've traveled a lot. That's another fact about me. I love to travel. I've been to New York, Massachusetts, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Texas. I've been on one road trip cross country, well, halfway across the country. I drove from Texas through like 10 or 11 different states to New York, and it was super fun. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm just going to blend into the crease and bring it up a little bit, starting at the outer corner. doing circular blending motions. Okay, so while I'm blending this, I guess I'll give you guys more facts. I love music. I love to listen to music. I listen to a little bit of everything. I like to know what new music is out. I always like to find new music. I use SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. I just love, love, love to listen to music. It's very therapeutic, and I like to feel like, you know, when you just find an artist or you find a song that you really vibe with and it makes you feel good because you know that you're not the only person that feels that way or thinks that way, and it's just really reassuring. So I love music, and I love finding music that I vibe with. I am very into fitness. I'm into pole fitness. I think it's very therapeutic. I like to just go to the pole studio and turn on my music super loud and just like close my eyes and go. I just let my feelings come out through dance. I love all sorts of dance, all forms of art expression. That's why I love makeup. I think it's just a wonderful expression of art that you can do on your face. There are no rules with makeup. You can just do whatever you want, whatever you're feeling, whatever colors you want. It's just so beautiful. And the makeup community has expanded so much in the past few years. I've really just watched it. I love what people are doing. I love that it's all over social media. There are challenges. People are meeting each other from all over the world. Contests, parties, it's just amazing. I'm finally expanding my social media through my makeup because I've just been working in salons and actually doing makeup that I've never actually been on social media doing it. So now that I am at home doing it, I'm able to take videos and take pictures, and I did 31 days of Halloween on my Instagram, which I will drop a link below. Okay, so now that we're super blended with frosting and Libra, nice big lid. And again, there's no such thing as too much blending. You want to make sure you get it really well blended because you don't want any harsh lines, especially when you take pictures. If you're going out, you might not see it in your light, and then you go out and it's very visible in other lights. That's why I recommend taking a couple pictures and doing a couple different mirror tests in different rooms under different lighting. After I do my makeup, I check one mirror here. I go to the back of my house, I check another mirror. I check in room lighting. I go outside and I take pictures because it always looks different. The colors look different, the contrast. The highlight. Okay, so that's nice and blended. And I think that I'm going to knock over my phone by accident. Okay. So now I'm going to use my concealer again, and I'm just going to use a round concealer brush to make a little halo crease in the middle. And I do my halo crease different every time. Sometimes I do longer on the bottom and then thin to the top. Sometimes I do large on the top and then thin to the bottom. So I think that today, with the look that I'm going for, I'm just going to do kind of like a large down to the bottom crease. I don't know, maybe to the top. Let's see what happens. So I'm just going to do a line like that, just a little dot, and then I'm going to roll my eyes to cut the crease. Okay, so now I know where the crease is. Use my little mirror. Okay, so this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to do it a little bit larger on the bottom where the lash line is, and then going kind of smaller to the top. And you just do kind of a blending motion with the concealer, and it gives you that nice cut effect, and then you can fill that in with whatever color or glitter you want, just to give you a new base after you've already set your color pattern. And I do let my concealer sit for a little bit before I put any powder on top, so while I'm doing that, I will give you guys more facts about me. Let's see, what do I like to do? I love Halloween movies and spooky movies and scary movies. I've always been a movie fanatic. I love comic book movies, movies about magic. I love books as well. I love to read. I've always loved to read, honestly, even as a little kid. Let's see. I love fashion. I love clothes. My favorite websites to order clothes from right now, because I haven't really gone shopping in a while, my favorite websites to order from are Dolls Kill, Fashion Nova, Alien Outfitters. My favorite stores to go shopping in are Forever 21, Charlotte Russe, Agassi. I just love clothes, honestly. I love trending clothes. And I love to dye my hair. I just dyed my hair blue. It was blonde for a really long time. Brown before that, black before that. I've been red before. I've been like a salmon-y color, like an orangey pink. I've been blonde multiple times, black multiple times. My natural color is light brown, like a medium brown. This is the first time that I've ever gone blue, and I really like it. So, yeah, now that this is dry, pretty dry, I'm going to go over it with Tunicorn, and I'm going to use that same round concealer brush that I just used to put the concealer. I'm just going to wipe it on a towel to dry it a little bit, and then that's what I'm going to use to get the Tunicorn. So we're going to just swipe that and pat it on the lid where the concealer is. That's just like a really cute, like lavender, light pink color. And I pat it to set it first, and then once it dries a little bit, I'll swipe over it just to blend it. And this formula on these metallic eyeshadows are amazing. I'm so impressed by Likme Crime. This was my first... I have never owned anything at Likme Crime ever before I got this, and it's just so amazing. It's just like really light. It doesn't feel like your eyelids are so super heavy. It doesn't feel like you have on pounds of eyeshadow. Even this like glittery metallic color, you don't feel like you have shards of glitter and chunks of glitter on your eyes, and there's not a lot of, you know, colors coming off. There's not a lot of excess falling on your face. And I just think that it's a really beautiful formula. It's a really good consistency, wonderful colors, really easy to blend. And just because I want a little more glitter, I'm going to use my finger, and I'm just going to really make sure that I've got that good, beautiful color on there, because this is a amazing, like purpley, shiny, beautiful, like you can barely even see all the colors. I'm gonna try my best to show you guys after, but there's like pinks and purples and blues all in here. It's so amazing. Let me see if I can do a swatch on my arm for you. So that's the color that's in here, and it's just so beautiful. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you guys can kind of see it. So once I've got that, I'm gonna use that same round brush to kind of blend these outer and inner corners so that it just looks nice and smooth. Nothing is too blocky. So you just use like a circular motion and blend those two pink colors into that middle. And you can even go back over the crease a little bit, just so that it looks nice and blended. So this is blended and this is not, and you can really just see right here and right here where it looks smooth and more blurry, then it just looks like sharp. So that's why you want to blend. See, so it just looks really even, really pretty. And these colors are really just so gorgeous. Like, they're just so amazing. Okay. Just gonna make sure that we're nice and blended. So this is just like a really pretty pink girly look so far. Alrighty, so now that I'm pretty much done with the top of my lids, I'm going to wipe off this excess powder from the bottom using just another round brush. And just kind of clean up that underneath. Okay. And then I'm going to be using the Rose Burst underneath my eyes. And I have a smudge brush somewhere. So I'm just going to use like a little rounded brush. And I'm just going to blend that Rose Burst into the lower lash line. Then I'm going to put a little bit of the Libra into that same little lower lash line. And I just blend that up into the rest of the eyeshadow so that you have that nice smooth blended look. And then again on the other side, Rose Burst and Libra. So I did Rose Burst first, and a little bit of Libra. And then a little more Rose Burst. And these colors are just so beautiful. They all look so good together. These pinks, they all blend really well. And I've used Libra now twice, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it's my favorite color out of this palette right now. I haven't used all of them, so that definitely could change. But so far, I'm just loving it. Okay. And then I'm just gonna use a lighter round blending brush to bring all those colors in and down. So that we don't have any blotchy spots and everything is nice and blended. And when I do my bottom lash line, my lower lash line, I kind of bring it not all the way into the inner corner. I just bring it a little bit, maybe 2/3 of the way, because when I put my highlight on the inner corner, I bring that down to make a nice bright big eye. And I'll do that right now, and I'm gonna use Cloud, and this is just such a beautiful highlighting color. I'm gonna use a little round blending brush to just put that right on the inner corner, and like I said, I just bring it down and blend it right into that lower lash line, and you can just see the difference. So it's just nice and bright and big. You can see nice the highlight. And don't ever be afraid to put too much highlight on your inner corners, because look at the difference, you know? So again, that's Cloud right on the inner corners. And just because I'm feeling this Lime Crime palette and I'm wanting to do a whole look with it, I'm also going to use that Cloud to go right underneath my eyebrow, right on that brow bone, to give you that good brow highlight. And I'm even going to put it right on the tip of my nose. Look at that. Ooh, that's a good highlight. And just right on the cupid's bow of my lips. And like, this is just such an amazing, beautiful eyeshadow palette that you can just use everywhere. You can use all of them. You can use them everywhere. Like, this is just so great. I'm so impressed. Maybe we're gonna put a little more, get that really poppin' highlight, because I'm feeling extra today. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna throw in some eyelashes. The eyelashes that I personally use, I don't have the packaging anymore. I don't know what they are. I'm so sorry. I cannot tell you guys. I'm so sorry. I have put in a couple orders for some new lashes, so when those come, I'll do unboxing videos and I will have links for those. But for today, the ones that I'm using, I just don't have a package for them anymore. I don't know what the name of them is. They're just my go-to lashes right now. I love them. And this is my last pair, and I'm probably gonna throw them out after this use or the next one. And eventually I'll go back to the store where I got them and I'll get them again, and I can show you guys the packaging so that you can purchase them as well. Okay, so I use Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, and this has aloe in it. And this is just black because I don't like white lash glue, because I don't like that it dries kind of white and you can see that white on your lid. For me personally, I've had that experience. If you guys know of any better lash glues, let me know. I'm always down to try new things and review them. But this is what I use. This doesn't rip my eyelashes out, and it's just really durable. And I just love it. So I put the glue on, and I'm going to let that dry a little bit until it It's just kind of sticky, kind of tacky. People always use the word tacky, and tacky is like a very specific consistency. It basically just means like right before that glue is about to dry is when you're sticking that onto your lid. And I get it as close to my lash line as humanly possible. I'm going to use tweezers to apply the lash, and then I'm going to use a silicone tool to push it down close to the lash line and bring it up and make sure that it's nice and blended. And that's just how I do my lashes every day. And that's the way that I found that works the best. So I'm loving this eyeshadow. I'm loving these colors. They're so super cute. Okay, so now that that is nice and dried, I'm going to apply it to my eye, and I'm going to try to show you guys as best as I can. So I guess I'm going to use my little mirror, and I'm going to try to get as close so that you guys can see. And if it's not tacky, if it's still a little liquidy, that is also okay, because you're just going to have to put it down as quick as possible and then let it dry a little bit, and then you can manipulate it. So I kind of just have done this for so long that I know where my eyelashes go. But if you hold the tweezers on the outer corner and you just kind of put that middle one, which is like this one right here, you put that middle one right in the middle of your eye where your pupil is, right there. And you just push it and let it go. And then you're going to use the tweezers to pull this outer corner and put it down, and then to grab that inner corner, and I do it from this angle, and you push it down. And I try to get the outer corner set and dried so that when I come for the inner corner, it's not pulling it up. And I just push it right down as best as I can. You can use the back of your tweezers to push them down a little bit, make sure they're really on there. The inner corner comes up all the time. So you just want to hold it there and make sure it's drying. And then I'll use that silicone tool to push it down. And then to lift it up from underneath to make sure that it's on there really well. So that's with lashes and without. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the other one really quick. We're now going into an hour of being live, and I don't know if they're gonna shut me off, but if they do, all I'm gonna do after this eyelash is just throw on another coat of that same pink lip, and I'm just gonna leave the pink, and I'm gonna keep it like this. So I'm gonna let you guys see, just in case it gets turned off. That same milk, lip and cheek, and work. And that's just a pretty pink look. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope you come back and see me and watch my other videos. And I love you guys, and thank you for the support, and I hope you all have a great day. So it's counting down. I don't know if it's going to turn off or not. We'll see. So that's just a pretty pink look. It didn't shut me off at an hour, so I'm just gonna finish it. And this little silicone tool I got with my Kiss eyelashes one time, and I really like it because I can get that extra glue and just like wipe it off. It comes right off. Whenever you mess up and you get a little bit of glue somewhere it's not supposed to be, the silicone tip thing, it just rubs it right off. So there you have it. That's a cute little pink, pretty, soft. You can go out with this. You can do a nude lip. You can do pretty much anything. I kind of want to see what it looks like if I put my Lime Crime Velveteen on, so that's going to be the last thing that I do. So this is my first Lime Crime Velveteen, first Lime Crime lip. This is the color Nightshade. Yeah, it's not gonna. This is the color Nightshade, and I'm just going to put it on top of the pink, the milk lip, and work. Just so you guys can see the two different effects that you can get with this eyeshadow if you just change the lip. Okay. And this is the first time I'm using this lip or wearing it at all. And I love the color. I love the formula. It's a fairly easy application. This is super cute. And the thing I love about Lime Crime is the colors, guys. These pigments, like, look at this lip, look at these eyes. Like, this is so beautiful. Like, this is so beautiful. So I'm gonna complete my look with white eyeliner on my bottom, inner lid to give you that good pop. And then I'm going to go on my cheeks with the milk highlighter in Lit, and I just dotted on the areas that I want my highlighter to be, and it's just a really good base. And I think I'm going to stick with the Lime Crime for highlighter today, Lime Crime all over. So I'm going to use that same white cloud, and I'm going to use my highlighter brush. Just be very careful getting it on the brush, and I'm just going to put it on. Oh my gosh, look at that, it's so beautiful. Right on the top of my cheekbone. Do you see this? A little bit on the top of my eyebrow. That's that good glow, guys. Okay, one last powder all over. Touch up just to make sure everything's nice and blended. And then I'm also just gonna do like a quick blend with my contour brush just to make sure the contour and the powder and everything are all nice and blended underneath that highlight. And I'm gonna use my Milk Makeup stamp. Milk Makeup, my star stamp. You guys just can't see it because of the sun. And I'm just gonna go right here I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna do one right there. And I'm gonna do one right there. I might even do one more right there. So this is my Likme Crime featuring milk makeup look. This is just a really pretty, soft pink, you know, princess brat glam. And the first look with the pink lips was really cute and soft and subtle. And then with the dark lips, it's just kind of, you know, it's a little bad, a little bratty. And I just really love it. That highlight is amazing all over. That's Likme Crime Cloud eyeshadow. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys come back. I love you.